Before we get to your scheduled video, please remember that likes and comments tell YouTube to promote our work to other people, and subscribing to the channel tells you when something new drops. You can also head to the link tree in the description to peruse my books, join us on Discord, or support us on Patreon. You can get episodes of Journey of Wrestling and Violent Profiles early, as well as a load of other treats. Even just $1 a month earns you a name drop for being cool. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Greetings and salutations, fellow moviegoers. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
Hey!
This is the Two Nerds Podcast, and here we are back at Two Nerds Don't Go to the Movies. Ironic, because we've had podcasts recently, because we have gone to the movies.
Yeah, and we'll be going again soon, but we do want to try and catch ourselves up if we can, so we've made it all the way to December of 2022, so now it's time to cover all the fucking Christmas movies.
But before we cover all those Christmas movies, I think there's another thing we need to cover. I think we need to cover who's cool.
Oh, well, I mean, there's so many people. You got, like, a guy from Ohio.
Oh, so cool.
And Passion Killer 7-Eleven.
Extra cool.
And I guess Rob. I mean...
I think Rob's cool. He has lovely eyes. That one was just for me.
Yep.
You know, you could be cool if you give me $1. Speaking of cool, A Hollywood Christmas doesn't even have a page. It's on HBO Max, soon to be Just Max. It's got a bunch of people I've never heard of.
Just Max, that's such a bad brand. They're fucking every part of this up.
Mm-hmm.
What? Imagine voluntarily crashing and burning a household name since like the 80s that is synonymous with quality and good programming this badly.
Alright, I'm imagining it.
What's that like, I bet? That's gotta feel, I don't know, powerful. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
I guess. Speaking of men wanting to watch the world burn, we almost watched Violent Night.
I wanted to go see this on Christmas. We try and go to the movies every Christmas. It was like a yearly tradition. But this year just didn't happen. We wanted a more relaxing day, so we cut a bunch of the stuff we usually do on Christmas out and had a more relaxing day. But I do still want to see this. It looks really funny.
I'm sorry. This looks great. David Harbour is great. John Leguizamo has some questionable theories about the Mario Brothers ethnicity, but otherwise is great. In Greenwich, Connecticut, Jason Lightstone, his estranged wife Linda, and their 7-year-old daughter Trudy visit his mother, Gertrude's mansion, to celebrate Christmas with her sister Alva, her new boyfriend and wannabe action star Morgan Steele, and Alva's online streamer son, Bertrude. Which is a name I thought I made up for my cow in Stardew Valley.
Bertrude. Oof, man.
I'm just proud, honestly. Yeah, this one looked great. Badass Santa Claus fights evil. No notes.
Absolutely, we plan on watching this.
Maybe next Christmas, because you got to watch it around Christmas. Otherwise, what are you doing? Watching Gremlins is what I was doing.
That's right.
Emancipation?
Oh, I know why I didn't watch this.
Yeah, me too. The guy that's in it.
Yep. No interest. Thanks.
Can't stand Ben Foster. Hey, man, he warned us with that one album. I also just, like, even if he wasn't in it, even with someone else, I don't think I would have watched this. It's just too serious, too dour. I'm past that point in my life.
Yeah, no thanks. It doesn't seem like a good time.
No. Spoiler alert is a biographical romantic drama starring Jim Parsons and Ben Aldridge as two lovers, one of whom is dying from terminal cancer.
Well, that's, I'm happy for Jim Parsons.
Yeah.
He gets to play a neurotypical person for a change.
And gets to play his sex type.
Yeah, that's good for him. I'm sure he had a great time. This seems like Gay the Fault in Our Stars, and I don't want to watch it.
I really wanted to come up with a joke title there, but I can't. That sounds sad and heartwarming, and that's just not how I am. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules.
Well, I mean, I know why I didn't watch this.
I'm not...
This just isn't for me, man.
I wasn't a child in 2008.
Neither was I. I was fully an adult.
Oh, wow, that was, we'd known each other for 2 years in 2008.
Yep, that's This is post the Two Nerds Empire.
Yeah.
Like this is not for me. I have no nostalgia for it, and I'm a grown man, and I don't think this will be the kind of kid movie that has the kind of heart that you can watch anyway.
Ed Asner's in it in one of his final roles, and that's kind of beautiful. But otherwise, I'm okay. Darby and the Dead, a movie about Darby Allin and Sting, who is some kind of magic zombie man. Supernatural teen comedy. Wayne Knight is in it, and Tony Danza. I know those names.
This is Ghost Dad.
Is it Ghost Dad? I wish they did more. We always make this criticism. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know that. But we've gone through a lot of movies, and we're only 5 minutes in, so I'm going to make it again. Give me...
you know what? I think I'm wrong. I saw that the mother passed away along with the daughter, but the daughter came back to life and assumed we were going to be looking at Ghost Dad. I believe we are actually looking at children's programming Ghost Whisperer.
Okay.
Still don't want to watch it, but
No.
I want it to be accurate where I could.
I want there to be a summary here. Tell me what the movie is in brief.
I want like a back of the book jacket.
Yes, yeah. Let me read the back of the
DVD.
DVD. I was thinking VHS, but I couldn't think of the word.
Well, yes, that's because we are very old.
Right.
I was trying to modernize. As if people still buy DVDs.
Someone's got to. Lady Chatterley's Lover.
What? They made another one of them, huh?
Just every now and then they gotta.
I mean, they gotta, right? It's right there.
Starring Emma Corrin and Jack O'Connell. I don't know who those people are. I don't care about Lady Chatterley or her lover.
Didn't care about the novel. Haven't cared about any single adaptation. We're good. Fully good, my dude.
Yeah. I will say, however, that dyslexia has been fun today. I don't know why I assumed D.H. Lawrence was D.L. Hughley, and I found out the L stood for Lawrence, and I figured the H was an abbreviation. That's how bad sometimes that dyslexia be. And
D.L. Hughley.
D.L.
Hughley's Lady Chatterley's lover. Well, we've got the title for the podcast.
But you already knew that. The Eternal Daughter has a cool cover. Looks like a 1970s, 1980s thriller novel, so I appreciate that.
Tilda looking spooky.
Yeah, and she's in a double role, playing both a middle-aged filmmaker and her elderly mother, who are guests at a mysterious hotel. I don't hate that.
This seems like it might be cool as shit, actually.
Yeah, I forgot to open the list, so I'll leave the tab open, but that's...
very, like, I don't know. I think that might be cool.
Yeah, what can we
it's
watch
like a period
this on?
piece?
Well, I don't want to see the ending.
It's like
so
a
we'll
movie.
figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it
out. Matilda the Musical. Oh, boy. I've not seen this. I don't want to see it. I don't have any fondness for Matilda.
I have enough fondness for Matilda that I really don't want to see this. Matilda is actually a movie that, for the sharp-eared listener of the Two Nerds podcast, you might come to realize affects me personally.
My ears are as dull as my brain, I suppose.
For reasons of, as a kid, I really saw myself in Matilda. I have a lot of nostalgia for this movie. It is something I actually cherish quite a bit. I don't want a fucking remake of this.
I appreciate you being honest about that.
Like, I that's not to say there shouldn't be one. Because
right, no, I get that.
That can be for the kids now who see themselves in Matilda. That's who this movie can be for. It doesn't have to be for me, but that movie is too personal for me to want to watch a new version of it.
Cool. I saw a bunch of covers of the one song on TikTok about, hey, we're shitty kids, and no one likes children because they're bad. And that's my exposure to the movie. Empire of Light. It's a British romantic drama. Starring a bunch of people I don't know, and Colin Firth. God, this like it's it tells me the films.
I don't care about how many film festival awards I'm never gonna care about how many film festival awards it won.
Colton Brandelson carried the film reel from 4th Street to 5th Street in an ivory box lined with velvet.
I want you to know. I want you to know. I don't know if you're joking or if you're just reading part of that Wikipedia page.
No, but that's what this crap feels like.
I haven't read it.
It doesn't matter.
But like, I want to know. I want that back of the jacket blurb. I kind of want to know what the general themes of the movie are without having to read the plot and thus spoil the movie.
This one is done good here. So in 1980, Hilary Small works as a duty manager at the Empire Cinema Margate on the north coast of the English county of Kent. Hilary struggles with bipolar disorder, lives alone, has been prescribed lithium by her general practitioner, and is having extramarital sex with her boss, Donald Ellis. That's a setup.
Yeah, that's a premise. It's not necessarily a premise I'm interested in.
But a new guy gets hired into the cinema, and he's handsome and charming, and shit happens from there. This seems like something I would have watched when I felt like I had more time on my hands, but that time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a little worried it would be like Nightmare Alley. Night at the Museum, Ka-Mun-Ra rises again.
The Night at the Museum movies are actually good.
This is an animated one, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so even less Ben Stiller. That's just a straight upgrade then. He is the worst part of those movies.
He is, in fact, not on the cast.
By like a decent margin. But the Night at the Museum movies are actually good, partially because Ben Stiller isn't bad. This is mostly him outside of the wheelhouse of his comedy that I find deeply cringe-inducing, which is incredibly uncomfortable situation happens, Ben Stiller is forced to deal with it. The Night at the Museum movies generally aren't that, so I've liked the ones I've watched. Although it's been a minute since I've watched one, so that might not be the case anymore. I'm a very different person than I was 10 years ago, minimum. But I think I've always enjoyed the premise, and that might be fun. Zachary Levi's in it, and he's usually fun.
Yeah, he's Shazam guy.
He literally is just replacing Ben Stiller.
Right, but he's only there for a minute. Nick is the new guy. He's Joshua Bassett. Man, did I not see Shazam because of Zach Levi's meltdown. But we'll get to that in next year's, this show, but later. The Whale.
This is a movie I don't want to watch, but not because it'll be bad. It'll be too good.
Yeah.
This movie would make me very, very, in real life, sad.
Oh, that's terrible. His name is Charlie Harkonnen. Oh,
come on, bro.
Whoa.
Come on.
Change your name, Chuck. Oh, my God. Poor Whale.
My dude.
Congratulations. Congratulations on all the awards.
I'm sure they're very well deserved, but And
I said, what about something from Tiffany's? She said, I think I don't remember. Based on the novel The Same Name by Melissa Hill, who I choose to believe is the assembled cast of Mission Hill.
Like in a Captain Planet form?
Yeah.
You know what? The assembled cast of Mission Hill would write mediocre romance movies or whatever this is.
After her boyfriend Gary is hit by a car outside of Tiffany's, Rachel wrongfully assumes he wants to marry after finding a ring box in his belongings. Unbeknownst to her, the box got mixed up with one of the men who performed first aid on him, Ethan.
This is an episode of Friends.
It's just a rom-com. It's just one of those that you watch on like the Hallmark Channel. Oh, Prime Video? Okay, cool. We don't have to think about watching it. Detective Night Redemption. Oh my God.
One of them Santa. One of them Santa, but the other one's a man whose brain is mush now.
I thought for a minute that was someone cool, but I don't know who that is. So, it is what it is. I don't.
It's a sequel to another movie we have probably said no thank you. Bruce Willis is in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Cody Kearsley plays Dijon.
Well, I hope he's fine. He's a mustard boy.
Yep. The mean one Looks like, yep, it is a Grinch horror movie.
A black comedy, where I'm sure Yes, it is literally just a horror retelling of the night of how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Yeah, I wasn't joking.
Uh,
A long time ago,
guys.
we started talking about, privately, and I won't go long into the issue here. I will just make a statement. How copyrights expiring on characters, trademarks, stuff like that. Is it good for media or bad for media? And this is the mean one. And I will remind you of the Winnie the Pooh horror movie also existing. 5,000 Blankets doesn't have a Wikipedia page. It's an Affirm original. That's a Christian film studio.
Yeah, 5,000 Blankets. I was hopeful it was just a movie about blankets. It's not. It's not about that.
No. Avatar: The Way of Water. Oh my God.
Never seen the original movie.
I'm happy it flopped, but they're still making more anyway, and that makes me sad.
It could have flopped harder.
Yeah, it could have flopped harder.
Never seen the original. Have no desire to see these movies about the blue cat people.
No, I don't care. I like their designs, actually. The longer things go on, the more I see like fan art of them. I think I like the blue cat people.
Visually, these movies seem like they're very cool and good and stunning. It is, in fact, the only thing people ever talk about these movies in a positive way.
I think otherwise, the problem I have with Avatar, it insists upon itself.
It insists upon itself.
People will tell you how important Avatar is and how good it is and how much it makes them want to dress up as avatars and fuck each other in their avatar dress up. And it doesn't tell me much about a movie.
No.
It tells me a lot about you.
And I'm good. I'm glad for you. Live your life. I really want to watch this.
I don't care, but I'm glad for you.
By all reports, this movie is amazing.
I don't have the buy-in. You know?
Yeah, I absolutely know. That's absolutely fair. The Shrek expanded universe is not anything you've ever given a shit about. I'd argue that it's nothing anyone should ever give a shit about.
And I think of the principal cast, my favorite character is probably Puss in Boots, and I still don't have the buy-in.
Yeah, I mean, it is a sequel to his solo film from 2011, which was 12 years ago.
So yeah,
but I don't plan on watching any. I'm not gonna watch Puss in Boots. I'm not gonna watch any of the Shrek movies that I haven't seen already. This movie is just widely regarded as being really good, and I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, I don't hate it in concept. I'm just not invested. Just not all invested. And the Onceler guy who's in it, little Jack Horner, everyone wants to fuck him. Because he's shaped like a fridge with tiny legs, and that's what people are into these days.
Man, I don't... Look. If I didn't go watch... Alright, so if I decided whether or not I was going to go watch a movie based on whether or not the internet wanted to fuck people in that movie, I'd never see a movie. That would be the reason for all of the movies in this list, why I'm not going to see them. Because the internet is full of people who are, just frankly, entirely too horny.
See, we watched the Mario movie, though, and for whatever reason, the internet keeps trying to give me Luigi/Bowser stuff. Not even porn, like really well-drawn, well-plotted sequential art of a touching story between a man and his brother's rival finding love and him adopting his many children. And I don't want it! I'm not into it! But I saw the movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let what internet weirdos want to fuck get in the way of me seeing a movie.
No, I was just mentioning that because we are very almost done with the list and only 18 minutes 40 seconds in. So
why do you think I elaborated?
Is it possible to peel back the curtain anymore? This is what kind of mic is this? Blue. Hey, it's black though. So
it's a brand.
Yeah,
it's a brand.
Yeah. I thought it was better than that. I don't know why I thought
so.
That. Like a Yeti or something.
Wildcat.
Yeah, it's. I'm going to guess because it has no page. A movie about every high school sports team.
It's from Amazon Studios. I'm going to assume it is a comic book adaptation of the DC character Wildcat. Ted Grant, I want to say.
Okay.
But it's bad, so I don't want to watch it. That's the world I choose to live in.
Babylon was a movie we almost went to see.
Was it?
Or no, this is different. Is it? Did they make 2 movies?
This is Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie. I don't remember.
No, the Amsterdam was the one we almost saw.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sorry, it's just the name of a foreign country
fucking movies look
with
the same
Margot Robbie in it.
A lot of these movies look the fucking same.
I don't think I heard about this.
This is very much a what do people like Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie do in between larger projects movie. That's what this feels like without knowing nothing about it.
Polarized critics. What is the genre? Epic period black comedy drama.
Film.
It's a movie. I'm sorry.
That's too many qualifiers.
It's a Souls-like.
You're disqualified from movie description.
This is a Metroidvania.
You failed, sir.
Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Look, I have nothing but respect for Whitney Houston.
And I actually like the, I assume this is like the jukebox musical.
It's a biographical musical drama, yes.
Yeah, where they play the songs the person was famous for. Mm-hmm. Like your Bohemian Rhapsodies or your The One About Elton John's.
Ugh. You want an evening of tears, my friend. You want to be emotionally compromised.
The Dewey Cox story, the best
Cox
one.
Was a legend.
But I don't care. That's perhaps a little blunt, but
yeah, she's not my hero. I don't really listen to her music. I'm way more into. I can't even think of a genre that's funny.
Like
Calypso.
Yeah, sure.
The Pale Blue Eye. So
this is a fucked up movie. I can just see who's on that cover there and the name. This movie's fucked up.
Mystery thriller. Okay. Its plot follows veteran detective Augustus Landor in 1830 West Point, New York, as he investigates a series of murders at the United States Military Academy with the aid of Edgar Allan Poe.
A young military cadet. This might be really good, but, like, I don't know that I want to watch it.
I don't know that I do either. I'm glad it exists.
Yeah, I'm very glad that The Pale Blue Eye is a movie that I could see.
It's a Netflix film, and I've been trying to, before, the password sharing goes away, watch a bunch of stuff on Netflix, and Netflix makes it difficult for me.
I don't really necessarily want to keep paying the money, so...
Women Talking.
Wow, this feels like a movie that was made for a bunch of shitty YouTubers to like make thumbnails about.
It's inspired by the gas-facilitated rapes that occurred in Manitoba Colony.
Okay, super duper. That sounds really awful.
So a really uplifting film.
Yeah, this is a movie with like a shitty mean title. It's about a shitty awful thing.
I'm sorry, this first sentence. A young woman sleeps alone in bed. There are visible bruises and wounds on her hips and upper inner thighs. Injuries sustained from rape.
Well, no shit, bud.
Oh, man.
Fucking guys. Look, I'm sure there's a very important story that, blah, 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 there's something. It's sad. And it makes me depressed.
It's like sitting down and deciding to make a really long movie about a guy who gets kicked in the balls until it isn't funny anymore. And stopping before it becomes funny again.
That's a thin line to draw.
It is. It's powerful. You need it to be somebody like Tom Hanks is the guy who gets kicked in the balls.
So, I don't understand this. I don't think I've ever understood this. I don't think I've ever understood why someone would want to watch a movie that is just that is about something that is just really depressing in real life, an awful thing that fucking happened.
Yeah.
There's no hero, there's no redemptive story, there's no, journey that allows you to cope with the emotional toll of this awful thing. That is just it's emotional torture porn.
Like, I get it when it's like, when it's fiction a little better, okay? Because there's a certain...
No, you know what? You're right. In a fictional thing, I don't know, it's when it's like...
It's a safe space to feel. Maybe you've got a lot going on in your life, maybe more than you understand. these days, it's internet times. We can just look at a video of a dog being reunited with his army owner coming back from the army, and you do a big, long cry about how much the dog and the owner love each other. We don't need to watch a 3-hour movie about a guy getting kicked in the balls until it's not funny anymore. But, like, that's what the purpose of those is. It is a safe, fictitious place where you can feel raw emotions without there being any danger of splash over.
But, like, I really wouldn't want to watch a 2.5-hour dramatization of the Armenian genocide.
Or, at the end of my movie, a man comes on screen and goes, none of those were stunts. Fuck you, Tom Hanks. And you go, haha, wait. You remember all the scenes of him begging on the ground, his hands cupping his genitals, please stop. And it's old Tom Hanks. It's not like he's a young, virile, capable karate Hanks. I just came here to act.
You know, you bastard. Why are you wasting good podcast titles? D.L. Hughley's Sense and Sensibility was funny. Virile, capable karate Hanks is fucking way better.
That's for you guys who stick through to the end. You got to the easy one and you're like, that's not the title of the podcast.
Virile, capable karate Hanks is gonna stick with me for a long time.
I am gonna forget it in 10 minutes. But I'm glad I can entertain. Hey, we're stretching this out real good, guys. We just got to spend 2 minutes each on A Man Called Otto, who is Tom Hanks!
Yes! The virile, capable karate Hanks has returned.
Oh my god. He's sad. He lost his wife.
No, this is old Hanks.
He's cynical and curmudgeonly. He's gonna kill himself.
Oh wow! This is the movie.
This is the movie.
This is the movie where they kick Tom Hanks in the balls until it isn't funny anymore. You prognosticated this.
Oh my god! And it's really sad. I am so magical.
To be clear, we are not watching it.
No.
We just spent a long time explaining why we wouldn't.
Oh my god. Oh, you motherfuckers who leave in the first 5 minutes are missing out. If you guys are still here, comment to me your favorite Tom Hanks movie. I would appreciate it. Alice, Darling is a psychological thriller starring Anna Kendrick and a bunch of other people I don't know with names that I'm intimidated to pronounce. She's in a psychologically abusive relationship with her boyfriend. And then she gets on drugs. And that's your movie. That's your happy Christmas movie. You got a week off Christmas.
You know what? We can maybe talk about. You know what's supposed to come out in December? Christmas movies. Saccharine, simple. I don't really want to watch those either.
That's November, fam. That was all November. A Christmas Mystery, Holiday Harmony, The Noel Diary, White Noise.
December, it's just. You know what it is? November's when they bring out the Christmas movies so that they're available in December on streaming to watch.
Sure. December's
when they bring out the fucking award bait movies.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
January, I guess, is also going to be probably rough.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait until the next podcast.
You know what? We got a couple minutes here.
We do. I was going to drag out the sentence really far.
That's fine. Well, how do we feel about 2022 in general? It's been several podcasts.
What a great thing to look at. I know we wrote down a bunch of movies we wanted to see. We could review them here if I remembered to bring the document up, but I didn't. And I'm so tired of editing the podcast. There was lots of good stuff. It wasn't overwhelming. You know, for every...
It didn't feel like... It felt like we maybe got at least one new entry for the list in every podcast.
I would say that as well. And there were some pretty big ones. I think this year that we're in right now, 2023, I think this is going to stand out as a big non-superhero movie year. So far, we've already seen so much stuff that was really good.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff on the horizon that looks really great that I'm excited to be in theaters for. And, I don't think 2022 compares. 2022 had Marmaduke, okay?
Yeah.
Pete Davidson was Marmaduke, I think.
Good for him.
Unless J.K. Simmons was Marmaduke. Titanic 666. You know?
I remember that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the old knives. You gotta love that one. I can't find anything ridiculous. Oh, the Batman. You know, it did have the Batman last year. The Batman was really good.
But that's a movie we saw.
It is.
Not a
It
movie
is.
that we didn't see that we wanted to see. To date, in the Two Nerds Don't Go to the Movies list, we have seen one movie that we've added to the list from this podcast.
And we regretted it.
So deeply. So deeply. But, I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So maybe we should watch another one of those soon.